mighty people, welcome back. I'm Nat at Mad Magic. Thank you for joining me again for another Freddie Mercury kiln unload. Yes, me, Trace is working again today and I have to get Freddie on. I've got about 4 loads of bisque backed up and I have 3 markets over the next 3 weeks before Christmas. So it's crazy like it is for all of us potters at this time of year. The reason I have so much backlog is because Freddie died again. I even got a beautiful message from Audrey just 10 minutes ago saying, "Are you okay? Where are you?" from Audrey Boom Studios. Checking in on me because I hadn't been around for a little while, so that's why. So this time, finally, it was the elements, so I wasn't too worried because I had been warned by my electrician that they were on the way out. So they went, he died, error messages and everything. The electrician rushed over. I only had to wait 2 days, which at this time of year I think is amazing. Got the elements all replaced, so now I've got industrial relays put in, I've got the elements put in. The elements, I already luckily had them. I bought them ages ago when we thought it was the elements and ended up being the relays. So the elements cost me $2,000. Installing them the other day cost me $700. Yes, $700. And the relays, because he upgraded him to industrial relays because they kept breaking all the time. So they cost me another $600. So it's just been horrendous. So hopefully, he said, because now he's got industrial relays, they should last the life of the kiln, hopefully. And the elements are done, so they should last a while as well. So now I've just got to rush for all my markets for Christmas. So I'm going to get him straight back on as soon as I finish this. And that's why I couldn't wait for Trace. Sorry, Trace, but I couldn't even lose the couple of hours that I would have had to wait for her to get home. So thank you, Poppy. Let's get into it. I think I'll need my gloves, but I have beautiful new gloves now. I showed you those big, massive monstrosities that I got from, I think it was Meat Ceramics. So I got these, which are the same ones that Jane uses. Nice little usable gloves. So they're obviously very thin, so they only do lower heat, but he's actually he's a borderline, so he's not too bad today. So let's go. So the top shelf is really colourful and pretty. I like it. So, of course, I put comb packs in because I was really curious to know what would happen with the new elements. So that one, the 5's just going. So we probably didn't even really reach 5 at the top, which the top is always cooler for me, and we only have 1 and a bit elements showing. So that's kind of normal, but we'll have a look further down. Hopefully it's all good. So I've just got a few little trinket dishes. So this one I did on purpose. It's got a turtle in it, but the texture is covered because that's cobalt, and cobalt is really dark. So I just wanted to see, and it's probably a bit too covered. I love cobalt on deeper texture. You can see here where it breaks white. It's so pretty if you've got really deep texture, but that's probably a bit too light of a texture. But that's okay. So then I had some fun the other day. I sent the girls a video because Jane said, "What have you been up to this morning?" Because she's 3 hours behind me. So I've already 3 hours ahead in my pottery by the time she gets up pretty much. So I sent a video to them starting on my face, covered in splatters of underglaze, and then panned around to all the pieces that I'd been splattering and having so much fun with underglazes. So I did these little splatter bowls. I did a few things that I think most of them are in here. I don't know, I just had them all lined up and went for it. I think they're really cute. Maybe I went a bit overboard, but that's me. I did a chip and dip that I'm a bit worried about because the colours are a bit clashing. I don't know that I picked the best colours, but we'll see. So I don't care about the little trinket dishes, that's fine. And then I told you last time I did these little pink dishes for a friend's daughter. So I just did a couple more because the pink didn't really work at all, but it all cracked off because I'd done it too thick. So I'm really happy with those. So she can have one of those as well. Obviously I gave her the other one that wasn't perfect, but I'll give her one of those as well. So I'm really glad that that's done. And then I did the little turtle with Celadon Bloom. Celadon Bloom is just my go-to for anything that you want to look oceany. I just think it looks like waves, frothy bubbles from waves in the ocean. I love it. And then I had this transfer. I've had this transfer for literally for years. Never used it because of brown. So I thought, oh, just use it on a trinket dish, which is just a little wooden, I guess like a log, a cut up log look, wooden logs. So that's okay. Somebody will like it, just not me. And then I've started to do a couple of wind chimes actually for some friends. So one lady that I go and see medical, she wanted wind chimes in my beachy. So I haven't fired yet because I didn't have enough room in the top to hang them on the stick things. The bottoms are the Celadon Bloom, which is what the hood is. And then I've got Celadon Bloom and Iron Yellow and a little bit of light flux in the middle to hang. So I've done 2 of them because my friend Mel that I always tell you about, she loves my beachy glaze. So she's asked for one as well. So the other thing I was going to show you with those, actually, I forgot. So normally how I used to do those, where did I put it? Oh, I had it out to show you. Oh, well. There's one here that still needs cleaning up. But I used to fire these on the little I don't know what you call them, kiln prop things. So I used to put them on there and fire them on there. And that was okay. But because they've got clay here as well, sometimes that would stick to them. So I thought I'll give these little single props a go. Oh, they are so much better. So they didn't even stick into the piece. I lifted that piece off and it just lifted straight off, and all 5 of the little prongs that I had used were still on the shelf. So definitely recommend those. They were so much better. They had no glaze residue left on them or anything. It just came off. I don't even know how that works. But so I used that for both of them and that was really good. So the next thing, actually, I just want to quickly get the tray if I can find it. Oh, it's over here. So you will remember I made this tray from a GR Pottery Forms mould that Marianne sent me, one of my subscribers, and transfers that she sent me. Anyway, I've been watching Lindy Lou at Lindy Lou Pottery, and she does these kinds of trays, but she does a little dish to go with them, and I thought, oh, that's so sweet. So I didn't take that to the last market because I decided I want to make a little bowl. So I had made the bowl, I just hadn't fired it yet. So it's interesting because that's the exact same base glaze, which is Weeping Plum mix in clear. And I said to you at the time, maybe I didn't mix it up enough in the bottle because it's almost like clear. There's a faint tinge of pink. Well, that's the same bottle. I didn't remix any. So I mustn't have mixed it enough for that, which is a shame because now that's too pink for that. But I'll still put them together because the transfers match, and just put that on there. The Edge Glaze, which is Poppy Fields, obviously matches, and sell that as a little set. So I think that's really cute. So, yeah, so that's cute. Okay, now this is just going back to, I haven't done this in ages, my Celadon Bloom Soft Red combo. That's my favourite combo. Just one of my coil holders for the Mozzie coil burner holders. They are so popular. Again, last market, I think I sold about 6 of them. So yeah, they're just great. Everyone looks at them and yeah, they're great. Now I started doing this new style of bowl, and I got it from, I think they're called like Endo or Undo or something. I'll link it in the comments anyway. I just started subscribing. They kept popping up for me to watch, like on Facebook and stuff, and they have a lot of really great beginner style hand building stuff, and because as you know, I've only just sort of started going into hand building a bit, and so I made this little bowl. Isn't that, I think that's the cutest little thing. It's really, really manky, but I love it so much. So it's with my hand building clay, and what I did was what they did, I just cut out 3 circles, laid them over the top of each other flat, and then smushed them all together because I did it straight away off a slab, and then put them over a bowl, the outside of a bowl, smushed together all these connections, and then I just did 3 coils and smushed all the coils together, and then I put it on my wheel with my Giffen grip and just used a needle tool to flatten that because it was really uneven. So I think that's so cute. So that is the combo I've started using a lot. Look how close that came, which is Blue Flame with Tahiti grape over it, and I just love that. I think that's beautiful. I did that wind chime in that as well. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So that's cute. I'll put it up there. It's so cute. It's wobbly cute. I don't know if they'll sell or not, but they're cute. I don't know if I can. Oh, I think this is my chip and dip. Oh yeah, it's a bit too much, I think. But, you know, as I always say, it'll be eye-catching. Wow, will it be eye-catching. So that's a definite 5 6s going. So 5 1/4. So that's good. That's better. I had just turned him down not that long ago, so I'll be able to turn him back up a little bit, I think. Yeah, it's starting to get warm. I can probably put them just in there. So, wait for it. Actually, yeah, that's too warm. I need my new gloves. Yay. Look, Jane, we're matchy-matchy. Glove sisters. So, okay. They're much better because they're so much thinner. I can get shelves and things out now and actually hold pieces without feeling like I'm going to drop them. So yeah, avert your eyes. It's crazy. Even did round the outside. So yeah, it's probably a bit too much, but we'll see. People will look at it and potentially like it. I don't know. I can't really refire it. It's too much. But that's all that was on that shelf, so we shall see. Oh, I just remembered as well. I don't know. I'm not sure whether I should say this or not, but I'm going to. It's a bit embarrassing. So I don't like ever asking, like I used to always say about buy me a coffee and super thanks and things like that. I'm very, very, very grateful over the years for everybody who has. But I don't like asking people for help. I get really embarrassed because most of us are potters and we're all broke potters, and I get that. So what I thought was maybe I could put it out there with all the repairs I've had to do on Freddie lately. And if you get any hints and tips or enjoy my kiln unloads, maybe people could go back and just watch, say, 3 of my videos. Because I'm sure everybody knows once you get past 1,000 subscribers, YouTube starts paying you, and it's not very much at all. Like it's such a small amount they pay you, but they do. So I thought if everybody could just watch 3 of my past videos, even my very first video, because that's funny, seeing how far I've come from my first video when I was a brand new potter. But even if you just go back, if there's anything you want to learn how to throw or anything, oh, so embarrassing. But it goes off your watch hours and ads and stuff. So if you could watch 3 videos, then I'm curious to know whether that would mean this month I would just get a little bit more money to help me out with the Freddie repairs. I'd be really, really, really grateful. I'm sorry to even say that. So let's just move on because now I feel embarrassed. Anyway, gonna move on. So, I forgot. I also did one of the peony candle holders, peony, I never know how to say that, in the splatter. So yeah, I think it's a shame. I think I picked the wrong colours, but it's bright and fun. So you never know. People might like it. I don't mind it. Like, it's not offensive or anything. It's just probably a bit too wrong colours. So we'll do all those. So straw cup. It was so much fun doing it. I had them in a box outside on a turntable whirligig thing. All my underglazes lined up with a brush in each underglaze. Picked up the brush and just went for it, and then spun them round and like kept flicking them. Oh, it was so fun. So I really loved doing it. And I have done it before and it's really popular, but before my colours were possibly a little bit better, because look at that. Wow. Oh, but it's fun, you know. Like, I can really see that in an office. Somebody sitting in an office, drinking their coffee in some really important meeting with their splatter mug. So yeah, I don't mind it. It's just the colours. Okay, so this is actually a really pretty shelf. Oh, look at that. Another piece of artwork. So again, we got to a 5 and a tiny bit. Yeah, well, that's lucky that it was only on a trinket dish. These gloves are working really well, by the way, Jane, so thank you. Oh, that's right. That's really on there, so that's ruined, but it doesn't matter. It's only a trinket dish. I love those little transfers, the little bunnies and the weeping plum. So that one will be going in the bin, but that's fine. At least it wasn't an important or a bigger piece. Oh, that was testing out Jane's theory. Actually, I did a big bowl. Oh, it's not in here, Jane. So she and I were glazing together again on video chat, and she was glazing something that she's making that I won't tell you because I don't want to spoil, but it's amazing. And she was using celadons, which she very rarely uses, as you know. And I was glazing a really big bowl with texture. And I was using floating turquoise, so I was using a glaze. And I said to her, oh, we've swapped personalities. I said to her, we've worn off on each other, worn each other down. So that is going to go in the next kiln, I believe. So this is kind of similar, where that's shallot or sangria. Might be sangria, actually. They're so similar, it's hard to tell. But it does, Jane, really show the texture, still very pretty. I still do love that. So yeah, that's good. I'll be doing that more because that actually is really pretty. So this one is back to, although it's a lot more, I must have put a lot more of the jungle gems on. So this is back to Lucy at West 2 Ceramics, her glaze combo. So it was snow at the bottom, Cirrus Flow at the top, and Tahiti Grape over. So last time it was a lot lighter, so I must have only done one Tahiti Grape last time, but I still love it. It's gorgeous, just beautiful. And maybe as well because it didn't quite reach 6, it hasn't run as much. The last one really ran, which would have made it a lot more pastel-y as well. So that could be why as well, actually. But I still love it. It's gorgeous. And so then I said to Lucy, like I was DMing her, and I said, oh, what about if I did the exact same combo, but instead of doing Cirrus Flow, do Honeydew, which came out at the same time. They're in the same range. It was about 4 glazes at once that all came out. So and she said, oh, but what, put like a green jungle gem? And I said, no, exactly the same, still Tahiti Grape. And look at it. It's gorgeous too. So the only difference, that one's run better. You got the chippies. Snow, the only difference is Honeydew underneath and then still Tahiti Grape. So 3 Snow, 2 Honeydew or 2 Cirrus Flow, and then 2 Tahiti Grape. So you get the blue or the green. Love, 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 love. So there you go, Lucy. There's another combo for Tahiti Grape for you. Well, it's your combo pretty much, but I'll claim the Honeydew one. Okay, so again, back to my Celadon Bloom Soft Red. I don't know why I stopped doing this because it's just glorious. Never lasts at a market. It is so popular in wine cups, chip and dips, anything it sells. So I love that. I love the handle on that as well. I've started doing coils. Jane taught me how to do coils around handles, but only when it's those D-shaped ones, not when it's your question mark shaped ones. But that's gorgeous. That won't last. And you watch, it'll hang around, but I don't know. I love it. So it's great to have all this stock again for tomorrow, Friday night. Tomorrow night is twilight. Okay, so I refired this and I've refired it again, and I don't know if it's better or not. So what happened was when I refired it, it had this round circle out by itself where it had touched something. So I did it again and brought the Luna Pink down over that. But because it didn't have the obsidian under it, it's still paler. So whereas this has obsidian under with the Luna Pink over, whereas this is just the black clay. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll still take it because it just looks like lighter glaze. I'll just see what happens. Be a bit hard to refire like a different glaze over that with the black clay and everything. Look at this. This looks gorgeous. Oh, that is just my new favourite combo. So Karen at Barehead Pottery did this the other day too, and I love it when people use my combos, and she did. Isn't that spectacular? So that is, and I want to try it on texture. It's beautiful. 2 power turquoise and then 2 indigo float, because remember last time I did it I said I had only done 1 indigo float and I was going to do it again with 2, and it's beautiful. Just love that. I don't know whether I preferred it with the 1 blue because it was more of a shimmer and it was more oceany, just the 1 coat. It was a much paler blue, or not paler but less blue, and then just power turquoise inside. That's gorgeous. And again, that D handle that I'm just loving. So I carved the handle as well. That's, yeah, that's a good man's mug. Oh, because I decided I wanted to try and throw bigger mugs on the wheel rather than hand building them, and then still doing the same D handle and everything, and just seeing if I could do it. The turtle one that I did, that, oh, hang on one sec. I can hear my daughter just got home. And just locking her out. Hopefully she'll know, that's why you'll hear the garage door go in a minute. Anyway, that is, what was I saying? Oh, the turtle one that I did with the turtle plaque on here, that sold at the first market. So that, hopefully that will be popular too. Running out of room. Oh, this. Oh, I completely forgot to show you. So remember I was saying to you, I think last video, that I did this really, really weird chip and dip, or swirl bowl. So I'd done the 1 swirl. Jane and I were talking and went, oh, what if it had 3 swirls? And then I tried and I could only do 2. Anyway, I said, even if it cracks, because I thought it would and it did, I'm going to show you. I promise that I'll show you. So I kept it out. I'm throwing it out because it cracked really badly, but I thought it would. So that is the form with the 2 swirls. So it's sort of kind of like yin and yang. And so there's a big crack along here and a big, so it goes right through under there. But also where I attach this, because I did it quite dry, because Jane and I had the thought later when it was already quite dry, it's cracked there too. So that's okay, because I was expecting it, and I actually wasn't really too happy. I thought you could put taco shells and sour cream and guacamole and that could be quite good. But yeah, it's gone, it's dead. So yes, I kept my promise. I kept it to show you. So I'll just move it so that I've got more room on my table. So that is that shelf done. So I just got the last shelf to do, and then as I said, he's going straight back on. So, oh, I forgot Ezra's seaweed mugs. I forgot to tell you about the seaweed story. So bottom shelf is a 6 and a bit. So yeah, he's still firing very typically to how he has in the past. So the coolest shelf at the top going right down to a 6, 7's even starting to bend. So that is kind of good. I mean, I did have the top shelf quite high, so that, you know, that's okay. I can take that. So, the other piece, I forgot all these pieces. This is exciting, this shelf. So, Ezra, as you know, my whole story, Ezra and the whole seaweed saga and how she loves seaweed and it's weird and we all think it's weird. Anyway, I did all these seaweed pieces, and I did it on purpose to test the theory to see if they would sell, because her spoon rest kept selling before I could get it to her through, oh, you'll have to look back on the stories. Anyway, I finally got it to her, the last one. But anyway, last market, Trace came up and helped me because it was a carry on, carry off. I'll never do it again. It's a brilliant market, but it was way too much work. I was exhausted. So, well, we all were. My husband helped too. Anyway, I sold out of the seaweed pieces. And it was so funny because my last couple of kiln unloads, I've been taking these pieces out to test this theory. And people have been commenting, telling me what I can layer seaweed with. Yes, I know, but it's a thing that I'm doing on purpose to test the public to see if they'll sell. So I sold out of seaweed except the little duck. He's the only one I got left, but about 3 people looked at him and nearly bought him, which is so weird. So I sold 2 ramens, a spoon rest, a sponge holder, and 2 wine cups, all sold in one market, just seaweed. So I didn't have the mugs through yet, but Ezra wanted a mug. So I said to her, well, I'll do you a few, I said a couple, but I've done 3 for you to test, to pick which one you like. And I can't believe this, I actually like it. I want to slap myself for saying that. I can't believe it. Is it just growing on me? Is that possible for me ever to think that I can actually see now why people, the words can't come out of my mouth, but so like it, don't love it, but I think I like it now. Oh my God. I don't even know if that will come across on camera, but it's really metallic and it's really, I wonder if you can see me here reflected. It's really glossy, really reflective, which is why it layers well, because it makes things metallic like that. But I'm even liking the brownish, seaweed's such a good name for it, because seaweed here on the beach for us, and I'm imagining everywhere, is just like that. It's green with browns in it. It's just identical to that. Oh, Ezra, I think you're bringing me to the dark side. I never thought in a million years I would ever say that. Actually, I can start to see why people may like it. I would never in a billion years buy it, but I'm not repulsed by it now as I have been. So let's get all 3 out because they're all here and she gets to pick. Yeah, see that one, maybe it's the shape. That one I still like it. So this is exactly what she asked me for, like the barrel shape, the thumb handle, and this sort of pedestal-y foot. So she was really excited, and so was I, because she was able to request an actual custom piece. So it's different sizes, so she could pick. This one's got the little swirly Jeanette Far Forest handle, but they both got the same base, same basic shape, like the barrel shape. One's just a bit bigger, and they've both got the thumb handle. One's just a bit bigger than the other. And then the third one, wonder what shape it'll be. And none of them ran, and none of them stuck on the raised cookies, but none of them ran. Like there is nothing for me to clean up. Same shape, same base, same thumb. So yeah, I cannot believe, I can't wait to watch this video back with Trace tonight to see her reaction, because actually not offended by it anymore. I think I must just be getting used to it. Okay. All right, Ezra, what have you done to me? Did you cast a spell on me? Because, oh my goodness, all the people in the world that message me and say, you've brought me to the dark side of pink. Well, look what's happening to me. Oh no. So I'll get Ezra to pick, because I have a market, as I said, tomorrow night. Well, she may be coming anyway. So I'll get her to pick so that I can sell or attempt to sell the other 2, and I'll let you know. So there's one more splatter. So I didn't even realise I did 2 of the straw cups in the splatter. They're so popular too. Again, I still haven't sold one to anybody except girls in their 20s. They're the only people that ever buy them. And I've sold heaps, like hundreds of them, always girls in their 20s. So I want to keep those till last because I just love them. So I saw this mug the other day, and it was just white, and it had big blue, that colour blue flowers on it. So I thought I'm going to try just white with butterflies. And it's really eye-catching. I really like it. And on the bum, it's simple, but it's effective. And I love the handle. Yeah, I really like that. It's just a sweet little mug. I think That'll be popular with somebody. Okay, so what else? This one. Okay, so I did do it. So that little spoon rest, I was saying I wanted to do cobalt on deeper texture. So this is just cobalt, but on deeper texture, that's why I did it. And that is my Studio White liner. And actually, that looks like it could do that oil spotting like rainforest snow. That's not snow, that's my Studio White. But it looks like the cobalt's over the top of it, which usually you put the snow over for that effect. But it's done that. I really love that. So I could do like the Studio White. I have to dip because it's not a brushing glaze. So I could dip half of, say, a chip and dip in the Studio White and then paint the cobalt on the other side and then overlap them in the middle to get this in the middle. That might be happening. If I can get a container big enough to dip something into, or just dip a mug to test the theory. But yeah, I just hand carved that with deep carved texture, and I just want to see cobalt on its own. That's beautiful. I love cobalt. It's just beautiful. Put you there. Okay, what's this one? That's the same. Lucy at West 2. Snow. I was going to say Celadon Bloom. Snow. Not Honeydew, the other one. I said it just before. You'll have to rewind. Cirrus Flow. Sorry. 3 Snow, 2 Cirrus Flow, 2 Tahiti Grape. And yeah, wanted to see it on a mug. Same inside. It's beautiful. So as I've said to you before, Tahiti Grape can throw gold instead of purple. Like those purples is how I love it. But depending how you layer it, sometimes they can be gold. And I think maybe if that's when it's by itself without layering, maybe. And I don't like it. But oh, that's beautiful. That is gorgeous. And my plaited handle. I just love doing those plaited handles. And people just love a handle that's a little bit different at the markets and at the gallery. And the gallery always asks me for different handles for that reason. Right, last pieces. So Sousa. Oh, maybe they didn't work very well. Oh, I don't know. Sousa at Handmade by Sousa in Germany with her beautiful accent. I hope you're watching because she did these graffiti pieces, or that's just what I call them, or Jane calls them mixed media. So I really wanted to try it myself, but I had already bisqued these pieces, so I couldn't really carve them, not easily. I did scratch through some of the underglaze, but I just wanted to try what she had done. So this one I did a dog sort of plan. What's the word? I don't know. Anyway, just dogs. And like with these, you're meant to just go with it without having a theory on them. But I just wanted to do dogs on this one. So I rolled the paw prints, which didn't work too well. I put the roller on my stamp pad, on my Mud Magic stamp pad. And it's okay because it's meant to look like that anyway. And then I just did under glazes, and then I did another like the paw print stamps. They're transfers, and that's a transfer as well from Ceramica, I think. And then I just wrote WOV and woof and did a crosshatch, just did different things. And then I got a sea sponge and sea sponged the underglaze. So I did all the underglaze first, then the transfers and all the bits on the top. So that one I didn't carve. So yeah, I don't know, maybe the orange I don't like. But yeah, it's funny because you can kind of tell with underglazes what colour they're going to be, but you can't until they sort of come out. So the other straw one. So this one I just went for it. So this one was it this one, Jane? There was one where I said to Jane, okay, I'm just going to pick out of my transfer, because I've got all my transfers in a folder with plastic sleeves. So I said to her, I'm just going to shut my eyes and pick, and whatever I open it to, I have to use them, and it's just going to be a mismatch. So I opened it to bees. So I put the bees on there. I think it was this one. And then this little transfer fell out of my folder, the little crystals. So I thought, well, you want to be on there, so I'll put you on there. Then I wrote believe, love, and a little peace sign. But I only did one coat of all the under glazes, which is what I think I'm not liking. But at the same time, it's kind of meant to be a bit sort of graffiti look like that. Oh, and also the butterflies. I did 2 pics of transfers and the butterflies as well. So they're a bit muted, but that's good because I want people, the more they look at it, the more they see. And I just drew that with those Meet Ceramics underglaze pens. That's what I did the writing with as well. I just drew that flower on there. So yeah, that's cute. And then the last piece is the same but in a mug. Oh, see, that I love. Okay, yep. So it's the orange background that I'm not liking. I love that. That's gorgeous. So this was the last one I did. So I think these are the first 3 I've ever done. So I think I'm just getting a little bit better as I go along. So this one, again, I just random picked. So I got the little owls and music notes. And then I just again wrote love, hope. But what I did on this one and the little peace sign was that pretty much on every single little underglaze that I had done, I got my diamond core carving little ball pen and carved out little patterns in everything. You can see all the little hearts in that one, and then the hearts within the heart. So they were solid colours, and then I just carved little squares on this one. And these transfer as well, these little ice cream transfers. So yeah, that's my favourite, that one. I love that. And again, just my studio white inside, which is just beautiful. And that's the white clay. So there's nothing under, that's straight on the clay. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, so I much prefer that without the, that one doesn't have, oh yeah, it does. That's got green. So I think the background, doing that background fleck, the orange one shows it better, I think makes it too busy, if that's possible, for me anyway. You can see all the orange that I did with the sponge, the sea sponge. I prefer it like this. You can let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, I like it like this. I nearly did it and I was like, no, just do it a bit different. And so yeah, I love that. So that is it. Kiln favourite, I just looked at the seaweed. I was like, can I? No. Only because I'm so happy with it for Ezra. That I'm so happy that they came out. But probably my Kiln favourites. Oh, look, this little thing, because it's just so manky. I love cute little things like that, you know. And if it doesn't sell, it makes me smile. I'll just put coins in it at the markets or something and just use it for something, or have it at home. You could even put a pillar candle in that, like the little peony ones, but a pillar candle instead of a tea light. Even sell it with a candle in it. But that, I love that combo at the moment. I'm using that a fair bit. So I've done a couple more of these that have to go through bisque and glaze firing as well. So they'll be coming through. Some of them are a little bit different rims and stuff. So that's it. So Yari, I got a few nice pieces today, which I really needed for tomorrow night. There is wind forecast, so the organiser is threatening to cancel the market for wind. So he's going to decide tomorrow, which is the beauty of it being twilight. He's got the day to decide, so he's going to email and let us know. Hopefully it goes ahead with all my Freddie repairs and everything. I really need the money. But that's it. So thank you very much for joining. Stay muddy and have a magic day. Bye.